Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another movie review for you today. Today we're going to be talking about the new horror film out in theaters this past weekend, The Black Phone, directed by Scott Derrickson. You might know him as the director of The Last Exorcism of Emily Rose, Sinister, and most recently Doctor Strange, and his writing partner that wrote all those movies with him joins him for this one as well. It is adapted from a short story written by Joe Hill. If you don't know who that is, he is the son of the most creative, acclaimed author of all time, in my opinion, Stephen King. This film rejoins them with Ethan Hawke, as well as he was the main character of Sinister. He comes back for The Black Phone in a very different role. Of course, he was the protagonist of Sinister. In this one, he is the antagonist, known as the Grabber. If you watch the trailers, he wears a creepy mask, creepy white devil looking mask, and kidnaps kids, and, well, you guessed it, kills them, but in a very interesting fashion. Joining him is Mason Thames, who plays the main kid in the movie. Madeline McGraw plays his sister. Scott Derrickson frequent collaborator James Ransom comes back for a small role. Jeremy Davies is in this film, and it's a lot of kids in this movie, and that kind of worried me going in, because a lot of times kid actors are okay but not the greatest, especially in horror films. But I'm proud to say the kids in this movie crush it. Mason's really good, but the one that really stole the show, even from Ethan Hawke, I think she even did better than him in this movie, is Madeline McGraw. She's incredible in this film. She gets some emotional stuff to do. She gets some more comedic stuff to do. She's really the only comedic parts of this movie, really, and she just kills it with everything they give her. I think that little girl's going to have a bright future in Hollywood, hopefully collaborating with Scott and C. Robert Cargill for more stuff in the future. But more or less, the Grabber is, taking kids out of this neighborhood in 1978, and then he takes Mason Thames' character, and it kind of becomes like a cat and mouse game of whether Mason's going to be yet another victim, or if he survives and ends the tyranny of the Grabber. I'm not going to spoil what happens, but some very crazy supernatural stuff happens. Just very interesting supernatural stuff going on with The Black Phone. Obviously, you see that in the trailer. Some supernatural stuff going on with Madeline McGraw's character. Just Ethan Hawke being creepier than hell. He's so creepy, he's so weird in this movie, and I still have fresh in my mind his characters from Moon Knight and The Northman, and those are two completely different characters than what you get in this movie. He's so good, so creepy, and one thing I love about this film is they don't leave it open for a sequel. Like, Don't Breathe didn't really leave it up for a sequel, but they left enough wiggle room there for a sequel, and they took advantage of it, and the sequel was fine, but not as good. This one, I was like, okay, they named him the Grabber. He's got an iconic look. They can make merchandise of that. There'll probably be more of these, but how they resolve things in the film, I don't see any sequels or anything coming out of this, which is awesome to see. It really gets me excited. I want to go read the short story from Joe Hill. Derrickson is honestly one of my favorite directors working today at this point. Like, everything he does is so damn good. I think Doctor Strange is one of the more underrated MCU films, and C. Robert Cargill, that's his writing partner, is just incredible. I read his book. It's just, his stuff is so inspiring for a guy like me that wants to write horror movies. Just, this is the type of film that makes me want to get into the business. As much as I love Elvis, I was like, that's really cool. I would probably never make something like that, though. Black Phone, I'm like, that's incredible. I wish I could make something like that. I love the Black Phone. I'm going to give Black Phone an 8.5 out of 10. If you haven't seen this film yet, go check it out. Take some friends with you, because horror is always more of a communal experience. It makes it more fun. So 8.5 out of 10 for The Black Phone, one of my favorite movies of the year. Make sure you go check it out and support horror cinema. It's crushing it at the box office so far, low, so let's keep those numbers up this upcoming weekend. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below of The Black Phone. Did you love this film? Did you hate this film? Are you a big fan of Cargill and Derrickson's work like I am? Let me know all that down in the comments below. What do you want to see them maybe work on next? What type of film, what type of horror stuff would you like to be included in their next film? Let's speculate down in the comments as well. Make sure you like and share this video on all your different social media platforms so we can keep growing this channel towards 200 subscribers. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.